We begin with a deadly plane crash in Louisiana. The twin-engine aircraft smashing into a parking lot, then bursting into flames Saturday morning. At least 5 people on board were killed, the youngest victim just 15 years old. Miraculously, 1 person survived. The plane went down in Lafayette, about an hour west of Baton Rouge. David Begnaud has the latest from the crash site.
Omar, everyone on board the plane was headed from Lafayette to Atlanta to attend the LSU game tonight. In fact, one of the people on board, Carley McCord, she's a television reporter in New Orleans, even works for the New Orleans Saints. Her father-in-law is the offensive coordinator for LSU. He is at the game tonight coaching. In fact, there are images of Coach Steve Ensminger being consoled by players before the game started. The pilot had just taken off from the Lafayette Regional Airport, which is behind me. He circled, and at some point, he clipped that power line. He came down and went into the parking lot of a post office right there, hit a lady who was in her vehicle. The car caught fire, and then the plane continued into a field, ejecting some of the passengers before the fuselage came to a stop. The Lafayette Fire Department released the names of those on board. They are Ian Biggs, the pilot, Vaughn Chris II, Carley McCord, who I just mentioned, Gretchen Vincent, Michael Walker Vincent. We spoke to an eyewitness who recorded this video of the car and the plane on fire.
And it just skidded on the concrete at the post office. And then it just went by, and then all of a sudden just this big explosion. It was just like an action movie. It just like happened so fast.
That's Alexis West. She lives 50 yards from the plane crash site and actually saw the sole survivor coming out of the aircraft.
Somebody grabbed him from the fire and pulled him out and sat him in the ground. He was burnt from his shoulder all the way down, like his shirt, his clothing, everything was ripped.
The man who Alexis is describing is Wade Burzes. He's at a local hospital tonight in critical condition. Omar, all of the bodies have been removed from the crash site, and we're told the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, is on the way to Lafayette right now. They're going to take over the investigation.